What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to share with you guys what I made for the month of February. And every month, every time I say a new month, I'm just like, this year is really going by fast. Like 2020 could not have gone by faster, but even now. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm so excited to finally post another video. I love making videos. It's just so hard to fit it in my schedule. And as much as I love doing this, but I love making money, I'm still trying to find that medium. Forgive me for the lack of videos, but hopefully I can get some more out to you soon. As always, you know the drill. Just comment, like, subscribe, and this really helps other newbies that are just finding out on how to become a loan signing agent. So if you could do so, please like the video. And again, if you comment below, I usually answer, or somebody else in the community will answer. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. As for my mentorship, I have already done a few, and I really appreciate talking to you guys. It feels so good to, you know, see another face on the screen. Maybe you're not fully ready to sign yet, but you just need a little bit of that confidence or just that one-on-one tutoring. I got you. I got your back. You can reach out to me at my email below. I will have that in the description box. Just email me. I apologize if I don't get back to you right away. My schedule is a little hectic. So as for mentoring, I prefer to do weekends. That usually works best for me and for you guys. So don't be afraid to reach out. So let's recap on February. And usually whenever I do these videos, I have a goal amount and small goals within the month, like what I'm gonna do, what I've been doing, see if it's working. So let me just recap what I did, what I said for the month of February and what I actually did. For the month of February, my goal was to make 11.2K. So I said I was gonna do that by reaching out to title, and my goal for the month is really just to settle in my business, get that all done with, paperwork, taxes, all of that, and which I did. But that means that took some time for my signings. So the question that you've all been waiting for, did I finally make 10K? Let's see if I made that 10K. All right, I wanna go over the number of signings that I did for the month of February. I forgot to do this in the month of January, and this is extremely important. Let's just compare so that you guys have an idea of what I'm making, and for all those people that are new or skeptical, let's just see. In January, I did 58 signings and I made 9.4K. That is good money. That is the first time in my life, I'm 25, that I've ever made that much money, and it's liberating. I just also want to share things that I have been able to do because of this. I paid off my credit cards. It was, I believe, around $6,000. I had 2 credit cards, and it was something that I wasn't able to pay off doing all my little side jobs or jobs that I just had prior to doing this. So that felt amazing. It was a burden lifted off of me. Finally able to pay these off, because you know, in college sometimes you just rack up your credit cards. So that's kind of what I did when I was traveling in college, and I was able to finally pay it off, and let me tell you, it feels good. So of course you all want to know for the month of February. So keep in mind, February was shorter, so I was anticipating on not doing as many signings just because 28 days, you know, not as much time. So for the month of February, I did 65 signings, which is a lot. I think that's a lot. And that's, of course, that's the most I've ever done in a month. And I made, drum roll please, 9.5K. So thank you. I'm really happy that I made 9.5K, but as you remember, or you might not remember, my last video, my goal was to make 11.2K because I was on this upward trend of $2,000 each month. That's what had been happening, but I don't know what happened. I just wasn't getting, actually I do know what happened. Let me break it down to you. In January, I did 58 signings. In February, I did 65, but I made nearly the same amount. So how is that possible? Let me tell you right here. Because I did a lot of signings for signing services that paid around $100. And that's why I always tell you guys to counter offer, because if I was taking those lowball signings, I still would have done this high amount of signings, but I would have probably made less than I did last month. So that's extremely important to keep in mind, because you know, they add up, and it's not really adding up to that much at the end of the month if you think about it. So with all that hard work and driving, you want to get paid the right amount. I also just want to say that I almost got 10K, and that I've been trying to reach 10K for the last, since I started. 10K has always been my main goal. And the last day of signing, literally it was a Friday. Actually, I did take the weekend off the last weekend because I had worked every day of the month last month, and we planned a trip to Joshua Tree, so I knew that Saturday and Sunday I was going to be out of town, and so that Friday was the last Friday for me. And I met somebody the day before, and they were a broker, I believe. They were a title broker. He felt very comfortable with the way I signed with him. He liked my work, and he told me, he was like, hey, I might have a signing tomorrow, do you want it? And I was like, whoa, like, oh, okay, cool, yeah, let's do it. So I gave him my number, and he texted me the next day, and he asked me, have you signed with Chicago Title? And I remember signing with him before through a signing service, so I said, yes, I have. And he put me on CC with the email, and the escrow officer from Chicago Title said that I had to be in the system of Chicago Title or through BankServe, because BankServe, you know, works with Chicago Title. So I was really sad because those two signings, it was two signings. He said, oh, I'm sorry, it's not one, it's two. Can you do two? I said, yeah, of course. And they were both $250. So that would have been the $500 that I needed to make 10K. And it just like, it vanished. Like, it was right in front of me, right there. And it was gone. It was taken away from me. So it's frustrating because it's like things like that, they're just so attainable, but you have to have, you know, the credentials, you know, you have to plant the seeds and then just grow from there. And because I'm not part of Chicago Title or BankServe, I wasn't able to do the signings. I want to go into a little detail about Chicago Title. I know you can apply online for them, which I plan on doing ASAP. And then BankServe, you can only sign up with them. I feel like a few of you are already in their system, but for those of you that are new, BankServe only lets you apply the first of the month. And I thought it was all day, and I said I was away for my trip on that weekend, so when I came back, it was after the time frame that they let you apply. You can only apply the first of the month from 12 p.m. Pacific time to 3 p.m. Pacific time. So I got home at 3:20. I missed the deadline, and I was so upset. So yeah, it's really frustrating, but next month I'll apply to BankServe, and you guys should always keep in mind that BankServe is there. Please apply. They only accept a couple applications a month, so you know, just be aware of that. So I'm sure some of you might be wondering what I'm doing with my money. As you know, my whole goal is to be financially free, and that starts with paying off your debts. So that's exactly what I did with all the money that I've been getting from my signings from this whole career. I've just been putting straight to my credit card. So everything that I got, and keep in mind, you do get paid 30 days out, so that was taking a while for me to finally, you know, get all the money and just pay it off. So I paid off my credit cards. That was maybe even over a little 6,000. And then also you have your supplies. So I spent a good amount on my supplies and my car. Obviously, as being a mobile notary, I spent a lot on my car. And there was one month that I spent around $1,400. So keep in mind about that. Last month I didn't spend nearly as much because I had car issues the month before, and I've been able to save the rest of it, really. So I'm trying to live still as frugally as possible. You know, of course there's been a little splurges here and there because I haven't bought new clothes in a while, so I was able to finally buy some appropriate work clothes or just nicer work clothes, because for the most part, the last few years, I love thrifting, but those were all my clothes, and you know, I wanted something new and fresh, you know, something that somebody hadn't worn before, and so I was able to do that. Hopefully in the next month or so, I do plan on getting a new car, because my car currently is not under my name, it's under my mom's name, and I would love that financial freedom, to have it in my name and build more credit. Also, because I paid off my credit cards, my credit has increased, so that's why I'm waiting to get my car, just for that to finally show up on all the credit bureaus and reflect. All right, for February, I also had the goal of setting up my business, and that's exactly what I did. So it feels so nice. My company's name is Pluma, a Signing Co. Inc. I know that sounds redundant. If you file as a corporation, you have to have Inc. in your name. But as I market myself, I'm only going to be Pluma, a Signing Co. So my business was set up, and then I also talked to a CPA. I got a tax person, which is extremely important. It is tax season. A lot of my time and energy was spent, you know, setting all of that up. I got a bank account. I have a business credit card, and let me tell you, it feels good. Something else that I said I was going to do last month is get in touch, market myself with more title. To be fully transparent, I feel like it might be hard to market directly to title, but because my aunt just bought a house last month, shout out to my aunt, thanks. Shout out to my aunt, I know you're watching, love you. And she bought a house last month. Congrats, you guys can tell her congrats in the comments. She works with a title person, so I was able to have that referral basically. And since then, the wonderful lady Rose has been giving me some business in LA. I don't know exactly where she works. I know she has business everywhere, different counties. She specifically gives me the signings in Los Angeles. She could give me signings, I guess, in the other counties, but I'm kind of comfortable with just LA right now, given all the driving and everything. So I'm okay with that. If I want more signings, I'm sure I could probably ask for other counties. The thing with that, though, is she wants me to personally drop off docs to escrow, and that does take a little more time. So that's why I'm kind of just comfortable with doing the signings in the LA County. Keep in mind to constantly reach out to your network, because you never know. What if your parents are refinancing your house and they're in communication with the title, or their escrow officer is in communication with title? You know, there's so many opportunities. When you see that opportunity, you need to take it. You need to jump on it. Also, I signed a document with another title person, and she really liked the way I worked. And I only did, I believe, a grant deed. It was one document, and she liked the way I worked. She's trying to set me up as her main notary for loan docs, so her and escrow are in communication about how much to charge. Currently right now she's trying to get me a good rate, and they already have a set budget of how much they can spend. So she said she can only do around 200, and I told her if we can do 250. She said that I'll be driving out of LA. This will be all over SoCal, so I don't know how far that will be, and that's why she wants to get me a good rate so that, you know, it's consistent, and I won't be able to counter offer later, because again, I'm her direct person, and we're trying to get 250. Hopefully I can get it, but I said, you know what, I'm fine with 200, because at this point, you know, I'm trying to build that relationship, and I am trying to get consistent signings all the time. Now I'm just hoping that that opportunity follows through. If you can send me good energy, good vibes, pray for me, whatever you do, please do so. Send some good energy to me. All right, now let's get into my goals for the month of March. It's March again. Yeah, that's crazy. This time last year, it was normal. Everything was normal. All right, for the month of March, I plan to make 10K. I know last month I said 11.2K, but I just want to make 10K and finally hit that threshold for me. So that is my main goal, main priority right now. Another goal for me for the month of March personally is to figure out what kind of car I can get. Because I own a business now, I can write off my car, and I plan on getting hopefully an electric car, because there will be less maintenance and I won't have to pay for gas as much, and I'll just have to charge. So my goal for March personally is to finally get my car situation all fixed out. I do have a credit union, and I'm having them look for my car. I want an electric car, hopefully a Tesla. Let's see. I really am praying for that. And because I do own a business, I can get a car. It would be more beneficial, from what my CPA is, it would be more beneficial to get a car that weighs over 6,000 pounds, because I could write off more. And if I get an electric vehicle, I get more tax write-offs. So that is the goal. Hopefully Tesla is in my future. I'm claiming it. I will get a Tesla. Stay tuned for that. Also for my business, I keep pinning off my business cards, and that's something that I really need to do. So that is something I will do this month. Also for this month, I plan on doing a little more marketing because I don't want to go through signing services. I feel like last month I probably did do more signings with signing services, but that also means that I got paid less. As you can see, I did 65 signings this month, 58 last month, and I got paid about the same amount. So direct is the way to go. I feel like I've built a good relationship with my escrow officer, so they are giving me consistent business always. So still, I want to keep building more relationships and get my business off the ground to over 10K. So that is it for my monthly recap and my goals for next month. I hope that this motivates you guys. You guys have been telling me that it is, and I'm so glad. I hope you guys make that decision to be financially free, even if it's not doing this work, whatever will get you there and to that point. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.